So OSW is a dump body manufacturing company. We build a variety of different kinds of equipment for the construction industry. We build pretty much anything you could think of that would haul rock or gravel. The thing that I would say is our biggest vision going forward is embracing technology. And the new equipment that we brought on, the new state-of-the-art 24-foot press brake, being able to bring on new technology with the paint department, having a new paint booth, paint facility. Our customers want a quality product, and so that's kind of our vision, is how do we continue to increase our throughput, but at the same time make a better product. So the first step we made with Fastenal was really the vending machines. And so really what we identified, and again, doing this for many years, one of the biggest challenges we've always had in this industry is tracking and maintaining control of supplies.
Literally, employees walk up, they type in their employee number, a password, they pick what they want to vend, just like in a normal vending machine. They take the product and walk away right then and there. At that point, I get a report once a week that tells me exactly who took what and how much they've taken, which is great for us to be able to track consumables.
Not only do we know what they're getting, we know who's getting it, we know where it went, we can control it by clear down to an individual job numbers if we want. And so it really gives us the flexibility to keep on top of one of the biggest line items in manufacturing, which is supplies. So we've grown a lot from just the initial start of the vending machines. And so now Fastenal handles all of our bulk supplies. They handle the kitting and hydraulic components. They handle a variety of different other supply items, components that are for our manufacturing process. And so the way that we accomplished that was by going to an on-site agreement with Fastenal, and then they have added 2 full-time people here to maintain and work directly with our team. So really we look at our vendor relationship with Fastenal as a partnership relationship, where they've actually brought employees here to be involved in our day-to-day operations.
To think about the on-site program, it's an investment and a partnership on both parties. They've given us some space within their facility to operate within their 4 walls, but in return, we've invested into 2 full-time employees. We have about $170,000 worth of inventory on-site that would in the past be on their books. Now it's on ours. It's kind of our consignment program with our on-site. We have deployed vending machines. We've also implemented tubing kanbans throughout the facility.
So the on-site program's awesome. James comes and attends all of our morning meetings with us, so that anytime if somebody has a question about a fitting, a hose, anything that they need coming up, he's right there taking notes, getting all of that taken care of right afterwards. They're always out there multiple times a day, checking bins, refilling things, checking in with all the employees on the floor when they walk by, making sure they don't need anything. And then inside the on-site, they have everything stocked that we need. They do full crimping and hosing right on site. So when my guys need a custom hose or need something changed, they just bring it right to them and they can fix it right there.
When we first started the process of looking at our kits, we were making all of the hoses individually, 1 truck at a time. So you would have a person that would go out, measure the hoses, come back in the back, pull all the hose, cut the hose, take the fittings, put the fittings on, crimp everything. What we have today is Fastenal, working with our team, has developed an actual individual kit list. So we're able to pull the parts, get the parts put into a kit, and they're in a box. And then they make the hoses, pre-make the hoses, the kits are put together, and then they're able to deliver those right to the floor when the truck rolls in, so that we're not having those guys walk off the job and go gather those parts up and make those hoses and items. And so that's been one aspect of it. The other aspect of that has been the quality, limited number of people making hoses. What we've run into in the past, we've had several different people making hoses at the same time. They don't all make them to the same level, and they maybe sometimes aren't trained properly to do it correctly. So by this way, we're able to control exactly who's making the hoses, and we have a lot less failure.
My favorite part of this on-site, besides the relationship we've developed, is how we've engaged our services within this on-site. From our custom chain links to really putting together a hose and fitting program where we're crimping on site. We're doing a lot of that really value add stuff, not just filling bins, not just filling vending machines, but really getting deep within their business to make an impact.
Fastenal helps us be a better manufacturer by having all the parts that we need right when we need them at an amazing cost. If we talk about the power phase connectors in general, those have streamline our process so much, and they have saved us an incredible amount of money. For the exact same price that we were paying before, we've got a connector that's 3 times better. I know that since we switched to those, we have not had one failed connector go forth.
You know, I think that OSW truly believes in partnership. And they don't just say it, they mean it, they show it, they communicate with that. If there's an issue, they come to us and we work together. If we have an issue, we can come to them and we can work through anything. And I think that's what a partnership is. You know, OSW very much is a family company, and I think that when you partner with a company like that, you can really get deep into true solutions that add value to both the OSW business as well as the Fastenal business.
I believe that Fastenal, is the future of the supply chain business. Really, I see them in the direction that, a lot of companies are going in the U.S. as far as better control of a big sector of the company that people just don't want to mess with.
So the next steps for the program is I'd love to take exactly what we've learned here, the pilot program here, and roll it out to our other companies. Allow Fastenal to do exactly what they did here in our new facilities and make it grow and blossom from there.